Do you like getting new clothes? Do you have a certain shirt or pair of pants that's your favorite? You just love to wear them and you hate when they're dirty because you can't wear them? The Apostle Paul in Colossians chapter 3 uses the metaphor of clothing, changing clothes, taking off one and putting on another, getting rid of certain attitudes and behaviors and adopting others. Last week here at the church, we talked about the things that we are to put off, the bad attitudes, the evil behaviors. This coming week, we'll talk about the things we are to put on. But I wanted just to share with you briefly a couple of verses here in Colossians chapter 3, and then just a couple of thoughts. In verse 12 through 14, he says, "So as those who have been chosen of God, holy and beloved, put on a heart of compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, bearing with one another and forgiving each other. Whoever has a complaint against anyone, just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. Beyond all these things, put on love, which is the perfect bond of unity." These are things that should be a part of our life, the things that we should put on. And think of it in terms of clothing. We are called as Christians to a special purpose, which requires certain clothing. Think of a mechanic. He's not wearing a business suit when he goes into the garage to fix cars. Think of a businessman or woman. They're not wearing jeans and a t-shirt as if they're going to a construction site. There's certain clothing that you wear for your job. An astronaut has special clothing. An athlete has special clothing. Christians also have special clothing, spiritual clothing, attitudes and behaviors that should be ours. Kindness and gentleness and compassion, humility and love, patience, those types of things. Those things should characterize our life. Now, you won't get it right every time. It's a process. Just like a businessman who worked for many, many, many years in the business world. One day he decides to retire and change jobs. Now he becomes a gardener. One morning he wakes up, and instead of putting on his jeans and work boots and t-shirt, he puts on his business suit because that's what he had done for so many days, for so many years. All of a sudden he realizes, wait a minute, I can't wear this out into the field to work. I've got to change clothes. The same is true for a Christian as well. Sometimes we're going to get it wrong. We're going to mess up. We'll take those old dirty clothes and put them back on. Now, it's not right. We shouldn't do it, but occasionally we do. And we need to seek God's forgiveness. Take those dirty clothes off and put on the clean, new clothes, the new attitudes and behaviors. Can I encourage you today? Trust the Lord. Rely on His Holy Spirit to help you get through the day as you navigate life. Put on the new clothes. May your life be characterized by the things that Paul talks about here: grace and compassion and love and humility and patience, those types of things. Put on the new.